Hello everyone and welcome back to your favorite political satire show, With the Facts. I'm your host, Jack Kessler.
And I'm Thomas Kohler. Let's get to it.
Our top story this week is a strange one. Drag queen story time has been a weird fixation for both sides of the political spectrum in recent years, with right-wingers denouncing it as a Trojan horse for degenerate practices in schools and leftists celebrating it as normalizing LGBT status. Two sides of the same coin, oddly enough. Now, we here at WTF don't really care about such political opinions. We look down from our ivory tower of irony at all the people squabbling over politics and let out a hearty guffaw every Monday. What we do care about, however, is when political figures shed their human skin and reveal themselves to be the monsters we all know them to be. And such an event occurred this past week, as the former CEO and president of the uncomfortably named Cream City Foundation, which is behind the Drag Queen Story Hour, was arrested and charged with 7 counts of possession of child pornography. Brett Blama is his name, and until recently he also served as a judge in a children's court. Blama's presence has since been scrubbed from all of Cream City's promotional material and from the social media accounts of the various local Democratic candidates he endorsed and who endorsed him in turn. All in all, Blom is looking at a minimum of 27 years in prison. Now let's turn over the desk for this week's Thomas Table.
It has now been nearly 3 months since the January 6th Capitol riots, and the country seems to still be left in a state of awkward. Dozens of arrests followed suit as the FBI and Capitol Police have been investigating and apprehending the protesters who thought it was their patriotic duty to the United States and its foundation of democracy to try and overturn the election by threatening to kill the vice president and several other members of Congress at the sort of, not really, but kind of behest of then President Trump. You know, in order to unite Americans. This attempt failed due to a lack of organization and an abundance of incompetence, which has also led to a smorgasbord of arrests because most of these QAnon Confederates and half-wit Hitler youths didn't think to hide their face or identities while committing a federal offense. Anyway, some of the most notable arrests thus far include Richard Barnett, the 60-year-old dude who had his feet up on Nancy Pelosi's desk, Doug Jensen, the guy in the QAnon hoodie, Adam Johnson, the guy who swiped the podium and is also an official Florida man, Jacob Chansley, the Buffalo soldier who claims the devil, I mean Trump, made him do it, and most recently, Jennifer Heinel, a woman from Pennsylvania whose husband is a member of the FBI task force in Pittsburgh. We're not joking. The wife of an FBI agent tried to take down the federal government. That's just poetic. Jennifer's husband, who tried to convince her not to attend the rally, has since filed for divorce. That's going to be tough to explain to his coworkers. Did he turn her in? Did he or other FBI agents find her whilst investigating the footage of the riot? So many questions that I need answered. Forget the investigation. This whole thing needs to be made into a sitcom. Get Netflix on the phone. They'll greenlit anything.
Well, that's this week's episode of With the Facts. I'm Jack Kessler.
And I'm Thomas Kohler. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.